The CW Twin Cities presents See What's Now, brought to you by SiebenCarey.
Today we're downtown Minneapolis celebrating Harry Sieben's 50th anniversary with the SiebenCarey law firm. Harry joined the firm in 1969, the same year President Richard Nixon was sworn in, Super Bowl III took place, and the first man set foot on the moon. A lot has changed since then, but one thing has stayed the same. Harry Sieben has remained dedicated to standing up for the rights of the people. Whether it was his 50 years practicing law, 35 years spent serving in the military, or his 7 terms spent as a state legislator, he has continuously served the people of Minnesota. That long list of accomplishments is why so many people came out to celebrate. Fellow attorneys, politicians, and local celebs were all in attendance to honor the career of a Minnesota great.
Harry Sieben's legendary in our community, and especially as a trial lawyer. People talk about trial lawyers, but there aren't really that many of them, and there aren't many of them that are any good, and he's one of the best.
What kept you motivated to really stand up for people's rights?
Well, these are people that really need the help. They've been wronged, and usually wronged again by an insurance company, and if they didn't have men and women like in our organization and others in Minnesota as well, to stand up for them, they'd never get it back.
He's always represented people, and usually working class people, union people, blue collar people, and that ethic, that tone has remained, and I'm proud, hopefully, to keep continuing traveling down that path.
Was there one thing growing up that your father did that really motivated you to get into law?
Yes, he had the power to say this isn't right and we need to do something about it. And I watched that and I thought that he was the guy in the white hat in the movies, and I respected that.
If you could sum them up in a couple of words, what would those be?
Loyal, direct, and a great friend.
He joined the Army same year I did, 1968, and although I got out after my 6-year hitch, Tex stayed in. He was in the Judge Advocate Corps, and he was promoted so frequently that by the time he retired 35 years later, he was a 2-star Major General. The reputation that Tex had up at the legislature can be summarized in 2 things. First of all, enormous respect on both sides of the aisle. And secondly, the friendships that Tex developed on both sides of the aisle that you don't see anymore. But one of the key things I always thought was Tex was authentic. He was Tex Sieben from Hastings. And he told a story, and he told the truth. And when he made up his mind that he was going to fight for a particular client, even though the other side didn't agree, he did that and he didn't back down.
Now, Tex's legal career, it was outstanding, but he did have an inauspicious beginning, as I recall. I'm quite certain, Tex, you lost your first trial. And then I'm pretty sure you lost again. And then I'm pretty sure you lost again. But at each trial, he learned. And then the victories began. And not just victories, but as Mike mentioned, unprecedented verdicts on very, very hard cases.
Harry taught me how to be loyal, how to be a friend, how to be a boss and a mentor, how to be generous. Out of all the things that Harry's taught me, I can assure you he's never taught me how to shoot a duck, shoot a pheasant, shoot a deer, shoot an elk, but he has taught me how to drink good Irish whiskey.
Tex, we're all here because we respect you and we admire you and all that you have done in law and the government and the military. But most importantly, Tex, we're all here because we love you and we love Jenny. We love how you have treated all of us. We love the fact that you've been our role model and our friend. and we are so appreciative of the love that you have given to each of us in this family that you lead.
Honor is a man's gift to himself. Well, Tex, you've honored yourself by the way you lived your life. And we're here now to honor you after 50 years of great law practice.
All you have to do is live a long time to have a nice party. So that's one of the things I'm proudest of, is having been a part of this organization that really has made quite a difference in the lives of hundreds, thousands of people in Minnesota. So thank you for being here. We'll do it again in 50 more years.
Though he's achieved a great deal, those who know Harry best describe him as humble and honest. His work has and will continue to have a lasting impact on Minnesota and its people.